Did you know that over 1.5 million Australian seniors could be affected by legal changes they've never even heard of? In 2026, a quiet legal shift could mean the difference between getting your full pension or losing thousands. And it's not just about money. Some laws could impact your health care, housing, and even your final wishes. The scary part? Most of these laws have already been passed. They're real, they're active, and they're catching people off guard. Digital identity rules, aged care reforms, new will laws. These aren't just legal fine print. They're everyday issues that could shape how you live, how you're cared for, and what you leave behind. And no one is handing out rulebooks. That's why this video is so important. We're uncovering the 10 Australian laws every senior must know in 2026, including the 2 that almost no one is talking about, but everyone should be. Number 1. Super access age shift. In 2026, one of the most significant changes affecting Australian seniors is the increase in the superannuation preservation age. This is the age at which you can legally access your super without paying extra tax. Until recently, many Australians could start dipping into their super from age 58 or 59. But starting this year, the bar has officially been raised. Now, everyone must be at least 60 years old to access their super without financial penalties. It might seem like a small change, but for seniors approaching retirement, this shift could mean rethinking your entire financial plan. What does this really mean in everyday life? Let's say you plan to retire at 59 and had budgeted to rely on your superannuation. With the new rule in place, early access could now come with a hefty tax bill, or worse, you might not be allowed to touch it at all. This can create a dangerous financial gap, especially if you're leaving work early due to health concerns or reduced job opportunities. For many older Australians, especially those without other savings or assets, this kind of delay in access can throw retirement plans into chaos. It's more than a date on paper. It's a real hurdle that can affect your lifestyle, your choices, and your peace of mind. So what can you do? If you're between 55 and 60, now is the time to review your retirement strategy. Talk to a licensed financial advisor and check your eligibility for partial pension or other benefits during this transition. Don't assume the rules are the same as last year. They're not. Being informed now means avoiding a nasty shock later. Retirement should be a time of freedom, not financial stress caused by silent legal changes. Number 2, digital ID, now mandatory. In 2026, a major digital shift has officially taken effect. All Australians, including seniors, must now use a verified digital ID to access most government services. That means if you want to manage your age pension, apply for aged care support, or even check Medicare details, you'll need to log in using a MyGov ID, not just your regular MyGov account. This change might seem like a step forward for security and convenience, but for many older Australians, it's causing a wave of confusion and stress. Imagine this. You've always done your pension paperwork at the local Centrelink or with help from your doctor's office. Now, suddenly, you're required to use a smartphone app to prove who you are. No op, no access. Miss a step in the setup? You could be locked out of crucial services, possibly delaying payments or health care. The government says it's about reducing fraud and making things easier in the long run, but for many seniors, the learning curve is steep and the rollout has been anything but smooth. In fact, digital literacy support services are reporting a surge in calls from frustrated older Australians who feel left behind. The good news is you're not alone, and there is help. Community centers, libraries, and even some pharmacies are now offering free support to set up and verify your digital ID. If you're feeling overwhelmed, ask a trusted family member or friend to assist, and don't delay. This change is not optional, and it's already in place. Getting set up now means avoiding service disruptions later. And remember, this is not just about adapting to new technology. It's about protecting your rights, your income, and your access to essential services in a system that's quickly going digital. Number 3, pension asset limits updated. In 2026, the Australian government has made important adjustments to the age pension asset thresholds, and while it may sound like a minor financial tweak, it could actually open new doors for thousands of seniors. The asset test helps determine how much pension you're eligible to receive or whether you qualify at all. This year, the government has increased the limit slightly, meaning you can now own a bit more in savings, investments, or property and still receive a full or part pension. This change reflects rising living costs and aims to offer relief to older Australians feeling the squeeze of inflation. Here's why this matters. If you were previously just over the limit, you might have been knocked out of pension eligibility entirely or received only a very small amount. But now, with the new threshold, some of those same people may suddenly qualify again. Think about that holiday home you co-own or the small investment you made years ago. It may no longer count against you the same way it did before. This means more people getting financial support, and those already receiving the pension might see a slight increase in their payments. However, many seniors are still unaware of this update and continue budgeting based on outdated figures. So what should you do next? The best step is to reassess your current financial position using CenturyLink's updated online tools, or speak with a financial counselor who understands the latest policy changes. Don't assume you're ineligible just because you were last year. The rules have changed, and they could now work in your favor. This isn't just about getting more money. It's about making sure you're receiving every dollar of support you're entitled to in retirement. In times like these, every dollar truly counts. Number 4, Advance Care Directives must be registered. One of the most crucial legal changes in 2026 is the new requirement that Advance Care Directives, ACDs, must be digitally registered to be legally valid. An Advance Care Directive is a written statement outlining your preferences for medical treatment and care if you're unable to communicate those wishes later. Until now, many Australians simply kept a signed copy at home, with their GP, or in a drawer, thinking that would be enough. But under the new law, only directives that are officially registered with the National Advance Care Register will be recognized in hospitals and aged care settings. This means if you've already created an ACD in the past, but haven't registered it digitally, it could be completely ignored in a medical emergency. Doctors and carers are now required to check the digital register before following any care instructions. If your ACD isn't there, they may make decisions on your behalf based on standard procedures, not your personal wishes. That could include treatments you didn't want or care you wouldn't have chosen. It's a silent legal trap that many seniors have no idea exists. Imagine going to the trouble of planning for your future, only to have your wishes set aside due to a technicality. So how do you protect yourself? First, check if your ACD is registered. If it's not, speak with your doctor or legal advisor and ask them to help you submit it to the national system. It doesn't cost anything, and the peace of mind it brings is priceless. This isn't just paperwork. It's your voice when you can't speak. Don't let a simple registration step undo all the thought and care you've put into planning your future. Make sure your wishes are seen, heard, and honored. Number 5, stronger rights in retirement villages. In 2026, major legal reforms have been introduced to offer stronger protections for seniors living in retirement villages and aged care communities. For years, residents have raised concerns about unfair fees, unclear contracts, and even sudden evictions. The new laws are designed to tackle these issues head-on, with strict rules around exit fees, transparency of contracts, and security of tenure. If you or someone you know is living in or planning to move into a retirement village, these updates could make a big difference in how secure and fair that living arrangement really is. Previously, many seniors found themselves caught in confusing contracts that included high exit costs or hidden fees when they tried to leave or switch to a different facility. Some were even pressured to vacate with little warning due to unclear legal terms. But as of 2026, operators are now legally required to provide simplified, standardized agreements, clearly outlining all fees and terms up front. More importantly, it is now illegal to charge excessive exit fees or force residents to leave without a valid, legally supported reason. This is a long-awaited shift toward dignity, stability, and transparency for older Australians. So what does this mean for you? If you're already in a village, review your contract, You may be entitled to renegotiate certain terms or seek clarification. If you're considering a move, make sure you're provided with a new standard disclosure statement that's now mandatory. And if anything feels unclear, don't hesitate to speak to a retirement village advocate or legal aid service. Many offer free support. These new laws aren't just a formality. They're here to protect your home, your finances, and your right to live without fear of being taken advantage of in your later years. If this video has been helpful so far, let us know in the comments. What law has affected you the most, or which one did you never see coming? We put a lot of heart into making these videos simple and useful, so hit that subscribe button. It's just one click, but it helps us keep going. Number 6. Elder abuse must be reported. In a powerful move to protect vulnerable Australians, 2026 has brought in new legislation that makes reporting elder abuse mandatory for a wider range of professionals. This includes bank staff, aged care workers, GPs, nurses, social workers, and even home care support workers. If any of these individuals suspect financial, physical, emotional, or psychological abuse, they're now legally required to report it to the relevant authorities. This shift aims to break the silence around elder abuse, which often goes unnoticed or unspoken, especially when it's happening behind closed doors or by someone the senior trusts. Elder abuse can take many forms: being pressured into changing a will, having money taken without permission, being isolated from friends or family, or even being threatened in subtle ways. Sadly, many seniors feel too ashamed or afraid to speak up, especially when the abuser is a close family member or carer. But this law removes that burden. Now, professionals who are trained to spot the signs of abuse have a legal duty to step in, offering a new layer of protection and accountability. The message is clear: elder abuse is no longer something that can be quietly ignored. If you're a senior watching this and something doesn't feel right, trust your instincts. There is confidential support available. The National Elder Abuse Helpline, 1800 ELDR Help, is there to listen, guide, and act if needed. And if you're worried about someone else, know that help is available for them too. These new reporting laws aren't just rules on paper. They're part of a growing commitment to respect, protect, and empower older Australians. Abuse should never be a part of anyone's later years, and in 2026, the law is finally catching up to that truth. Number 7. Digital wills are now legal. One of the most groundbreaking legal updates in 2026 is the full legalization of digital wills in several Australian states, including New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, and South Australia. This means that seniors can now create, sign, and store their wills electronically, without needing to visit a solicitor in person or print any paper copies. For many older Australians who face mobility issues, live remotely, or simply want a more convenient option, this is a major step forward. But with convenience comes responsibility, and it's crucial to understand the new rules to ensure your digital will is actually valid. A digital will must still follow strict legal requirements. It must be created by someone of sound mind, clearly outline the person's wishes, and be signed and witnessed electronically using approved platforms. Some services also require identity verification and time-stamped video calls to confirm the process was done correctly. If these steps are skipped or done incorrectly, the will may be challenged or even declared invalid in court. This is especially important if your digital will replaces an older paper version or includes changes that might surprise family members. It's vital to ensure that your new wishes are legally watertight. If you're thinking about updating or creating your will, speak with a solicitor who understands the new digital laws, or use a reputable online will service that is legally compliant in your state. Don't rely on free templates or casual emails. Wills are legal documents, and mistakes can lead to conflict or confusion for your loved ones. This digital option is a powerful tool for seniors, offering flexibility and independence, but only when used correctly. In 2026, making your wishes known is easier than ever, but making them legally binding still requires care and attention. Number 8. Companion Card covers more services. In 2026, the Companion Card program has expanded significantly, giving seniors and people with disabilities greater access to support in more areas of life. Traditionally, the companion card allowed eligible individuals to bring a support person for free to venues like cinemas, public transport, or cultural events. Now, with the latest updates, the card has been extended to cover new categories, including rideshare services, online events, telehealth appointments, and some private healthcare services. This means if you need help getting to a medical appointment or navigating an online consultation, your support person can now accompany you at no extra cost. For many seniors, especially those living alone or managing chronic health issues, this change brings a new level of freedom and dignity. Imagine being able to attend a virtual health consultation with someone by your side to help translate medical jargon, or having a trusted carer ride with you in an Uber to your specialist appointment. These may seem like small things, but they remove major barriers to accessing healthcare, community, and social engagement. And in a world that's becoming more digital and fast-paced, this kind of support is more important than ever. If you already have a companion card, it's time to check if your services are now included. Many providers have quietly joined the program. If you don't yet have one and think you might qualify, applications are free and available through your state or territory's official website. Don't miss out on a benefit that's designed to make life easier, more inclusive, and more connected. The 2026 expansion of the companion card is more than just a legal update. It's a sign that support systems are finally catching up with the real needs of older Australians. Number 9. Bigger energy rebates for seniors. In response to the rising cost of living, 2026 has brought a much-needed update to energy rebate schemes for seniors, with increased payments and broader eligibility. Seniors who receive the age pension, Commonwealth Seniors Health Card, or other government benefits are now eligible for rebates of up to $500 per year on their electricity and gas bills. That's a significant increase from previous years. And for many older Australians living on a fixed income, it could mean the difference between a warm home in winter or cutting back on essentials just to pay the power bill. What's often overlooked is how underused these rebates still are. Many seniors either don't realize they're eligible or assume the process is too complicated. But the 2026 changes have also simplified the application process, allowing eligible households to apply directly through their energy provider or via the government's Energy Made Easy website. In some states, like New South Wales and Queensland, rebates are even applied automatically once eligibility is confirmed. This is part of a broader effort to reduce energy hardship among vulnerable Australians, particularly those in rental properties or regional areas where bills can be even higher. If you haven't applied recently, or ever, it's worth taking 10 minutes to check your eligibility. The savings can add up quickly, and in some cases, you may even receive back payments for past quarters. With energy prices expected to stay high throughout 2026, this is not a benefit to ignore. Whether you live in a private home, aged care facility, or a rental, this rebate can help take the pressure off your monthly expenses. It's a small legal update with a big financial impact, and one that every senior should be taking full advantage of this year. Number 10. More free GP visits for seniors. In 2026, the Australian government has introduced expanded Medicare bulk billing incentives, making it easier for seniors to access free GP appointments, especially those managing complex or chronic health conditions. This new initiative offers higher payments to doctors who bulk bill patients over the age of 65, encouraging more clinics to return to bulk billing, which had been on the decline in recent years. For many older Australians, this means fewer out-of-pocket costs for essential medical care, something that had become a growing concern for people living on a fixed income or dealing with ongoing health issues. In the past, many GPs stopped bulk billing seniors altogether, citing low rebates and rising clinic costs. As a result, older patients were often forced to pay $40 to $80 upfront, even for routine checkups. But under the new incentive program, GPs are being paid almost double the rebate for eligible senior patients, making bulk billing more financially viable for practices. This change is especially targeted at patients who require longer consultations, have chronic illnesses, or are part of care plans. That means if you fall into any of these categories, you're now more likely to receive free, high-quality care without the financial stress. So what should you do next? If your doctor previously stopped bulk billing, it's worth calling their clinic and asking if they've rejoined the program in 2026. Many practices are quietly returning to bulk billing because of the higher rebates, but aren't always advertising it. And if you're looking for a new GP, check the Health Direct website for clinics that participate in the new scheme. This legal update may not seem dramatic, but its impact on everyday healthcare access is huge, ensuring that older Australians can get the medical attention they need without worrying about the bill. As you've just seen, 2026 has brought some serious legal changes that every Australian senior needs to be aware of. From when you can access your super, to how your medical decisions are respected, to financial support you might not even know you're eligible for. These laws aren't just legal jargon. They directly affect your money, your health, and your peace of mind. Staying informed isn't just smart, it's powerful. It helps you make better choices, avoid costly mistakes, and protect your rights in a system that can often feel overwhelming. But here's the thing, these updates don't come with a manual. Many seniors are left in the dark while the laws quietly change around them. That's why we're here, to break down complex information in a way that's easy to understand and truly useful. Whether it's understanding new digital requirements, protecting yourself from elder abuse, or finding out you qualify for extra benefits, you deserve to know, and you deserve to be prepared. Knowledge isn't just protection, it's your greatest asset as you grow older. So now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these laws surprised you the most? Have any of them already affected you or someone you know? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. And if you found this video helpful, please support us. We pour hours of research, scripting, and editing into every video to make sure you're getting the clearest, most up-to-date info out there. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's just one click, but it means the world to us. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on important updates like these.